Hey, welcome back to another episode of Off Panel Off Box. I am your host Tyler Allen, as usual. Just want to bring you back into the fold. Surprisingly, a lot of sets are being released for different reasons. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show is one thing. They've also been releasing some newer Star Wars sets and a couple of new. There's like an Iron Man armory out there, I think, for like $90. Excuse me, that looks pretty neat. But let's be honest, do we need another Iron Man armory? That's the third one in like 5 years. Where's the updated Death Star? We haven't had a new one of those since like 2016 or something. I still want to get that Bespin set. That would be fucking kick ass. But before we continue with what set we're doing this week, I want to go ahead and let you know what we got up here. We got our Saga Prince Robot the Fourth from the Saga comic books from. God, I can't think of their names right now. But it's from Image Comics. Definitely check it out. It's what Star Wars wishes it could be. Granted, these people who make the comic book, Fiona Staples, that probably grew up watching Star Wars. Fair. We got our Lego Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet from the Death Star battle in the first one. I picked this up where I work. I work at a thrift shop. Come, Patsy! Right? Huh? Yeah. And of course, as will be the case throughout the football season, I have my Vinny the Viking. I don't know if that's his name. I don't care. But he's going to be there, whether you like it or not. So if you're a Packers fan, do you really care that I have a Vikings guy? I mean, honestly, you're probably like, how many Super Bowls do you have? Packers fans. Hope you're not one. But if you are, it's okay. Just don't be a dick to me, okay? You see? We can get along just fine. Just don't be a dick to me for liking the Vikings. It's not nice. Wasn't that what I was just doing with the Packers? Which started first? Me getting shit from Packers fans for being a Vikings fan, or me being sensitive about getting? That's a good question. Scrap all that. We'll discuss it another time on Falling Down with T-Bird, my returning podcast from years ago. But Off Panel Off Box, this was one set that I was really excited when I first saw it. They had a couple of one or two sets that came out for the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series on Disney Plus, and I love that series. And if you listen to us talk about the series, it's up on Spotify. You can catch that episode. But if you listen to us, you can tell like I love the show so much. And so when I saw some of these sets that came out, I was like, those are cool, that's cool, whatever. One of them is like the Psy, which is the Inquisitor's ship, which has like the Inquisitor and Reva and Obi-Wan, and I think the guy with the hat, I can't remember his name, the Inquisitor in the show. Maybe somebody else, I'm not sure. But this one I was really excited about, and somebody told me that Scheels Sporting Goods, believe it or not, here in where I live in Iowa, best place to buy Legos, newer Legos. They usually have the new stuff, and they have such a large. They've packed so much into such like 3 aisles. You know, they have more stuff there than it's just ridiculous how they market their Legos, and it's just great. So check it out because I found this here. There. It is the Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader set. I mean, what do you need to ask? If you saw the episode, which hopefully you did, you can see that there's a little thing off to the side here that spins and throws out rocks, and then there's a little pit. I don't know if you can kind of tell. There's a little pit that opens up between. You can see, like, kind of right there. Opens up between the two rotating the two rotating circles, the two rotating discs that are part of the set. My favorite part of this, I'm not a huge fan of how they made the Obi-Wan Kenobi minifigure for this series stuff. Whatever. Darth Vader's always cool. You know, they're always updating him and making him look cooler and cooler. And if you've seen, for a couple years back, they did some 20th anniversary Star Wars sets, and they included like original minifigure styles, which were basically the old minifigures that Lego used to use, and then they just kind of, you know, painted them to be Star Wars rows. But they were just really terrible, like just bad design, bad paint jobs, everything just terrible. So if you and I got the one that had Darth Vader, the original Darth Vader, and it was just so bad. But this thing, again, I'm confident that they'll just keep updating him, and he's always going to get better and better. So you got Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, obviously, but my favorite part about this is that robot, Ned-B, right, that they found. I just really like that robot. Star Wars is always going to introduce new robots and droids and crap to sell and little cutesy characters, but Ned-B I thought was one of the more interesting droid characters that we've seen in a while. And it also comes with the Tala Durith, which was the Imperial officer who helped Obi-Wan. So, again, here's one other thing too. I went in there. They had that new Ravager thing. They also had the Optimus Prime, which I'm saving up for because I really want to do one of those unboxings. But they had the Optimus Prime as well, and they had the space. I was like, okay, deductive reasoning. I started looking at blank spaces on the shelves because they had an end cap where they keep usually most of their newer sets. And I'm like, okay, I'm not seeing it, but I saw $49.99. I knew that was how much it was. Like, this is worth $50, you know? You know what I mean? So, okay, do that and whatnot, and see that, and then let me see if I can find somebody who might be able to look in the back. Working in retail, I've worked in retail, I've worked at Target, I've worked at a bunch of different places. More often than not, those systems that tell you that you have one, especially when it says you have one in stock, almost always means no, you don't got it. So the guy comes over, super nice guy, Jordan. Big shout out to you, big guy. Comes over and I say, hey, do you have like one of those little scanners? Can you see if there's something in the back? And he went and scanned it, and he said, hey, there's one in stock. That could mean that it's in somebody's cart. And I was like, I totally get that, man. And he's like, but I'm gonna go ahead and look in the back for him, like super awesome. So I'm just sitting there and I'm on pins and needles, man, right? Pins and needles. They had the Iron Man armory there, which I could have gotten too, or otherwise. I wanted to do an unboxing video this week, but I found he comes back. I literally see him like walking out of the back, and he's got a box, and I'm just like, yeah, you know. So let's do this. And no, we're not gonna do any more funny like, oh, look, you can't open the box. You got two. Looks like an extra one. 3. I'm willing to bet 4 bags. There's 1, so yeah. Looks like probably that's it. Okay. Now, the thing about a lot of Star Wars sets, and this is actually interesting how they make them and everything. They don't do a lot of stickers, which is totally fine. I don't mind stickers at all. But it's essentially 4 bags. It's 408 pieces. So, and then we got the thing. Let's see if it has any. Sometimes it'll have the. Ooh, cool. So it has a little thing, a little preview of some of the newer sets. There's like Obi-Wan's fighter, and then the Psy that I was talking about is up here. And then they also have they had this really cool thing. It was a +4 set, but it was like $35. And then they have a new AT. It's a Clone Wars thing. And then they have an Andor set, which is kind of mysterious because you're like, what is that? I don't even know. But the Obi-Wan Jedi Starfighter comes with a Kaminoan, which I don't believe they've made Kaminoan minifigures to this point. So, wow, what an intro. I had a lot to say about this. Mainly because, again, I'm kind of excited that there's new sets coming out that I didn't realize were going to be coming out. So, yay. Kick ass. And of course, you're gonna have Guardians of the Galaxy sets later on this year. So really appreciate it. Come back and we'll show you what it looks like built. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in about 3 seconds. It's built. Look, Darth Vader has got Obi-Wan in a force grip, in a force choke. No, Darth Vader. That's the worst thing I've ever done on anything. This is super cool. Like, you got like a little, thing or whatever. I thought when I saw this on Lego.com, I thought this was a thing that you could like kind of roll it and like things would come out. But what it is actually is, I'm going to show you this. There's a little piece down here, and you rest this little guy, which is full of little doodads, these little red triangle, pyramidal, trapezoidal, whatever. I don't know what the proper term for these little pieces are. Triangular. But basically what happens is you flip this. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see it, but if you hit it hard enough, it'll shoot shit all over the place. But this is the coolest part. Watch this. Are you watching? Oh my god. Okay. Yes, get down there, Obi-Wan. And then here comes the lady. Here comes Tala, I think. I got you, Obi-Wan. Let's take you away and get you safe. No! I hope you guys are as embarrassed for me as I am for myself. Easily the best part of this set, though, is the Ned-B action minifigure. He's just really cool. I'm a huge fan of like the interesting minifigures, and one of the things like the Sesame Street set was really, really fun because, you got Big Bird and you got Burtner and they're molded heads. It's really cool. I know. I'm such a capitalist. I am, man. If there's one thing about capitalism that I really, really probably root for, it's all this crap. And then, of course, if you want to put the fire away, you just open it up and you flip it down and you close it again. Then you go, rah! Right? Isn't that neat? It's pretty cool. No, I had a lot of fun building this. It was definitely, again, $50. Could have added a minifigure. You could have. But as a whole, I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's a fun little set. It took me about 2 hours or an hour and a half or so to build, and yeah. So keep coming back. I haven't been able to track down an Optimus Prime yet. The day that I got this at Shields, there was an Optimus Prime, but I didn't have the money for it. And then I got paid, and I went back, and they didn't have any. Fuck. I know I can order it from Lego.com, but I don't know. So here's the deal with Infinity Saga. I do have another a different set coming up next week. That'll be kind of fun. It's a newer set as well. But again, I highly recommend the Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Lego set versus Obi-Wan Lego set. It's really fun. Lego's supposed to be fun, And the set that I'm going to build next week is not the super greatest. But, the newer set after the Buzz Lightyear. This is, I believe, going to be before Buzz Lightyear, I think. But then I'll describe. But it's supposed to be about fun. And that's why minifigures make the set so much more fun than... That's why I like minifigures. It's so much more fun to be like, oh, cool, here's a little figure. And you kind of set them off to the side and they kind of stare at you while you're building. And then you get to play with them. It's neat. And I got like boxes of minifigures. You know what? Speaking of that, one of these days I'm going to come out and do my favorite all-time minifigures. I've got literally like 9 boxes, like 12 boxes, like this, like fishing tackle size, full of minifigures of all different types and shapes and sizes. I've been collecting Legos for a while. But that'll be coming up. Thanks again for watching. Check out Off Panel Off Wrestling. Check out the videos we put up. We're going to do more videos for Off Panel Off Topic. Check out our podcast on Spotify every week. The Dad Pod is something that is definitely gaining some traction, and it is a fun podcast. Check that out. And I might make an appearance because I've been a stepfather, so I can kind of add that little bit of expertise there. And of course, I'm going to keep trying to do at least one of these every couple weeks, if not once a week. But again, it's expensive. So, but again, appreciate it. Subscribe, tell all your friends, and have a great week. And we'll see you again on Off Panel Off Box.